Hey, it's Kev Kush and I'm back again, doing something a little different. I haven't watched. I watched MLW episode 54, but that was like last Monday. Like I said, my schedule was real tight. I have stuff I have to do and get done. Like this weekend, I go and get my son. So what I'm gonna do with this video is tell y'all a little bit about myself. Um, right now I'm in my car, driving stick shift. I don't know if you can see it. It's a Kia. It's a 2018 Kia Rio. It's the first new car I ever bought. I've had a Cadillac STS 95. That was my very first car that I actually bought with my own money. Very first car I ever drove was a 93 Ford Taurus station wagon. And I used to race in it back in the day in my high school days. Got my first ticket in that car. So if my mom's ever sees this and she ever wonder why that engine went out that one time, it was because I was racing the weekend before. So my apologies. Anyways, like I said, man, I'm divorced, 32 years old at the moment. I'm going to get my son today. Like I said, I live in Kansas City, Missouri. He turns 9 this year. I go and get him around 12. I get him every other weekend at the moment. Normally I would get him during the week, and it's going to lead to another topic I want to bring up in this video, and that's baby mama and baby daddy drama. 4 words that I do not like to use together. Baby mama, I don't like to call my son's mother that, and she doesn't call me her baby's father. That's our son. He's a child. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, he's a toddler. We're parents. My son is no baby, nor am I anybody's daddy. Anyways, I love being a father. I haven't seen my father in, I'm 32 now. I haven't seen him, I believe, since I was 12, maybe a little longer than that. I need to get to driving, but it took me a minute to find a good place to set this goddamn camera up that I felt like I was going to be seen and heard properly, because I don't have a microphone right now, or whatever. So I live out here in Kansas City. I've been out here going on about 9 years this month, I want to say, because my son turns 9 in July. The point I want to get to, I'm going to hurry up and get there, because this is just a random log I'm doing, just trying something out. Is the different people I meet every day, you know, different days, every day, whatever the fuck. Different people I meet with different issues. Now, everyone's situation is different. It took me a long time, really most of my 20s, to see and understand the power of complaining and whining and bitching about shit, what that can do for you and where it can get you. I used to complain a lot when I was in my 20s. And I used to complain about different issues and problems. But I had to get a little older, a little wiser, a little more mature to understand that all problems that I have are my fault. For example, I was married. I got married young, maybe like at 22 or 23, I want to say. Just recently got divorced as of last year. It was finalized last year, 2018, I want to say. Sorry. But I was separated for 2.5 years before that. And the thing was, during our relationship, we're just two incompatible people trying to be together and be compatible. But the thing is, we weren't, but we tried to be. We tried doing the old, oh, well, we're going to try and stay together for our son, or, oh, we're in love, and you know what, this person can change, and we can do things a little differently, and this, all the same dumb shit, you know what I'm saying? Wasted a lot of time, as I've said before. But I learned a lot of lessons along the way. Like right now, at this day and time, me and my son's mom, we're on the same level. Like, we can communicate, we can have open conversations about anything, because we both matured and got to a point that we understood that our main goal, our main focus in life is our son. Like, we brought a child into this world, and we have to give our all to him. And that's what we're doing. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure we still don't like each other, per se. But we do love each other, because we both have the same common goal. We want to see our son be better than we are. Better than we ever will be. You know? And that should be every parent's goal. I know that was my mother's goal, you know. If my father was around, I'm pretty sure that would be his goal. But I'm pretty sure, I should be talking to him soon. He lives out in Chicago. I'm pretty sure he'll be proud of the man I became, you know. I'm pretty sure I'm better than him in a lot of aspects, you know. And I'm pretty sure he won't take offense to that if he's a real man. But let me get to driving because I got stuff I got to do before I head get my son. I wanted to try and hit the gym up, but I got up too late. So I need at least an hour and a half when I go to the gym. I got to run to the bank. I wanted to get my car washed. It rained randomly yesterday. Kansas City weather. It's some of the most random shit I've ever seen. One day it could be 70 degrees. The next day it can be a fucking hailstorm, which I think was the week before last. Just random shit. But I mean, to be honest, I like living out here. I'm from Chicago. I lived in Las Vegas, which I hated. I hated it. I won't say I hated every second of it, but it put me on a lot of things that affect me up until today, like smoking weed and drinking. I moved out there when I was 18. I'm pretty sure my moms don't know this, but I mean, parents know everything. But I started smoking and drinking in Vegas not too long after I moved out there. Maybe when I turned 19, had a girlfriend, had a couple roommates, and introduced me to marijuana, and I never looked back. Only as of recently, like a month or two ago, have I really like stopped or slowed down per se, you know. But that's a whole other story for another day. But as I'm out here driving, I'm about to get on the highway. I live out in South Kansas City. The area I live in isn't like one of the best areas in the world, which I've stated in other videos. It's hard for me to talk to my neighbors. For one, I just don't like them. I don't like having neighbors. You know, like I don't like people being, you know, real close to me in my proximity of my business, I should say. And then secondly, my neighbors are all ignorant fucking fools. These motherfuckers act like they don't have people that live in the apartments right next to them. They talk like they're standing right next to each other, but they gotta yell to talk to each other. Like I don't understand the shit. Like no common courtesy, you know, at all. Just fucking ridiculous. But you know, it's Saturday. It's my day off. I work for Shasta Beverages at the moment. Currently in school to become an aviation maintenance technician. And I bet you people watching like, damn, he's letting all his business out there. He got shit to hide. You know. Got a bunch of other stuff going on. Like last weekend, like I said, I was supposed to film a video with MLW episode 54, which was a good episode, really good episode. But I just got caught up with different stuff during the week. The night I was supposed to have filmed it, like I said, I had actually it came on Monday. Sunday is when I filmed my last video, last Sunday. And the episode premiered Monday. Well, that Sunday I had this chick come over. And nothing happened. She came over, I fed her. You know, she ate real good. And her allergies was up. She took some of my allergy pills. I got like the cheap ones from Walgreens. Well, those motherfuckers, she took 2 of them. I guess she's supposed to take 1 because since I've been working out and I stopped smoking and I've been drinking a lot more water and eating better, I haven't really had any allergies or I don't get sick or anything like that. But she took 2 of those pills and was out. Oh shit, I'm gonna crash. That's another thing about these Kansas City drivers. These motherfuckers love driving while on the phone. Now, I have a camera, you know, I'm using on my phone, but my phone is sitting stationary somewhere. It's not in my face, you know, I'm texting and shit. A lot of people in Kansas City, you know, they do that a lot. There's a lot of wrecks out here because of a lot of distracted drivers. Anyways, back to what I was saying with this chick. She came over. We hung out, watched Sleepless with Jamie Foxx. Pretty good movie. We also watched a movie with Dave Bautista in it. I can't remember what it was called, but it was pretty damn good too. But she took those pills and she passed the fuck out. Oh shit, what are you trying to do? But it was cool, you know. expecting something else to happen, you know, and I let her know. But the thing is, as a AMS, Alpha Male Strategies would say, you got to have an abundance mindset, which I do have, and I thank him for you know, helping me out with that, with his tips and different things he has to say about relationships and men and women in general. He has a lot of true statements. Look up his channel, AMS, Alpha Male Strategies. Especially if you're sick of not getting any ass out there, fellas. But it's more to it than that. But anyways, I just got on Tinder recently. I don't do social media like Facebook and all that other shit. I don't do any of that. But I got on Tinder, and I don't know. I don't know if it's because of the area I'm in and the mileage I put out. I put out like I'll talk to chicks 50 miles out. Because shit, I went up to speak to wang a chick, so it don't really matter with me. I'm mobile. It doesn't matter, you know. But a large majority of them, at least like I'll say 80%. I'll say a high 85% of them are Caucasian women, and I don't normally, really at all, date outside my race. And that's nothing against or knock against any other type of woman besides women of color. But it's just that's what I prefer. I like dark women. They're gorgeous to me. I love them. It's like Jesus. There's nothing like it. Well, like I said, I didn't get any from the chocolate chick that I wanted to. And I tried out Tinder and shit. Met a chick a few days in. Caucasian woman, redhead, cute, real cute. And we got chemistry. At the end of the day, man, chemistry matters. I have chemistry with this young woman. Like, I can talk to her and be myself. I'm a goofy motherfucker at times. Other times I'm dead serious because you have to be. But I like to make people laugh. You know, it's a good way to break the ice when you're talking to new people. Well, I'm gonna be hanging out with her this Sunday. You know, there's other things about her. She has a little baggage, but I'm not gonna get into any details or disrespect her situation. But she's not married or anything like that. I don't fuck with married women, and I don't fuck with women that have boyfriends. Now, if you're unhappy with your boyfriend, that's different. But if you're happily in a relationship, I respect that, and I respect your space. I'll back off. This young woman is single, but she has a couple things about her, you know. It ain't too bad, but, you know, we'll see what's up. We'll hang out. I told her I was going to cook her some salmon, some rice pilaf, and I think some broccoli she said she wanted. Because I'm going to cook my meal for the week on Sunday. And I was like, hey, this is what I'm making because I'm working out and trying to eat right. And she's like, oh, my God, really? Wow. You know, I was like, yeah, I'll get you something. But that leads me to the point I was trying to make in this video. I enjoy being single. I don't need a relationship to validate myself at all. I'm already a loner at heart. You know, I'm already a loner at heart. There's nothing wrong with that. I had no problem being by myself because I'm happy. Any problem I have is my problem, not anyone else's. So, these guys out here, I was talking to my son's mom, and she was telling me how she wanted me to send a text. Now, listen to this shit. She wanted me to send a text telling her that I could not get my son this weekend. I mean, I'm going to get him. I'm on my way to get him right now. I gotta make some stops, but she wanted me to send a text saying that I couldn't get him because the guy that she's talking to is very persistent and wants to spend a weekend with her. My son's mom works her ass off. Like, she has a job, she works overnights, and she works her ass off 6 days a week mostly, sometimes even 7 days a week. Like, I don't envy that at all, but I respect that. You know what I'm saying? She does that. She has to do support herself for my son, you know. Like, I pay child support, but you know, it goes right to my boy. You know, so the rest of her money goes to her bills and rent and so on and so on. So she works her ass off. When she has time off, she likes to enjoy her time off, and I don't blame her for it, you know. But I was telling her, and sometimes I have a habit of, that was one of our issues when we were married. Like, if you read the book, The 5 Love Languages, one of them is spending time, you know, quality time. Polytime can be sexual or just non-sexual, basically. She would come home and complain about work. She worked at Hy-Vee at the time, working in the bakery. And she would deal with different people here and there. And I would always have suggestions for her on how to handle the shit instead of sitting there and just letting her vent. Because I'm like, you got a problem? Well, here's the answer to how to solve that fucking problem. There you go. Get the fuck out of my face. You can't do that. I wasn't being a sucker or a simp. You're not being a sucker or a simp by letting your woman vent to you about different things. Like, sometimes they need that. They need to get that shit off. You know what I'm saying? Instead, you having a solution like most men would do. Well, it was the same situation last night, and I did the same thing. Old habits, man, old habits. I'm like, well, shit, what do you mean the guy fucking, is persistent about wanting to hang out with you? Obviously, he's trying to fuck, or he's overly emotional. And it sounds like it's both. Because I'm like, well, what the fuck I got to send you a text, and you're going to screenshot it and send it to him to show that this is what's going on. And you're going to end up watching the boy this weekend, meaning you can't get out and hang out with him. Like, damn, I told her the most powerful word I've learned since we've been divorced is no. I tell a bitch no real quick. I gives no fucks. Because I have an abundance mindset. There's too many women on this planet to trip about one. And I will reiterate. If there is 5 women to every one man on this planet, you're going to say what you're going to say to one of them. You're going to say what you're going to say to 2 of them. And those two aren't going to be with it. Yeah, you got a Jag. That's nice. And the other 3 will be. Out of those 3, hey, maybe one will want to fuck with you. I like those odds. I've been living on that principle. And like I said, man, my pussy intake has increased. But I just found that funny. I'm like, damn, you can't just tell the guy, fucking, damn, I got a weekend off, I want to chill. Like, does he not work? Does he not understand people need time off to relax? Like, it just boggled my mind to hear that. But I see she has a lot of learning to do. She still has some learning to do. But that's just my opinion, that's just my opinion on all that shit. Like I said, I just found that hilarious. But to the other point I was trying to make, when it comes to parents, like, sometimes you have to play the game to win. Well, really, you play the game to win all the time, I should say. I'm just rambling and shit. But you play the game to win. I had to play the game with my son's mom to win because we were 2 people that did not like each other. We went through periods of times to where she would take my son and disappear and cut off contact where I wouldn't see him for a month, 2 months, 3 months, even 4 months. And this is off and on throughout near the end of our marriage. After a while, like I said, I was single. I would start hanging up on her when she called, or I would just start flat out ignoring her. And she started realizing that the trick of not letting me see my son wasn't working, because women do that to get an emotional reaction out of you. They get that, and they try and do that to get you to bow to their will or whatever. Fellas, don't do it. Always believe in God. Know your child is going to be okay no matter what. And if you look at the situation, it sounded like I had a problem. All problems can be solved. You just have to figure out how. That problem was easily solved by me taking the extra time I had on my hand and saving up money to get a lawyer. That lawyer cost me $1,200 to get a retainer. He was a divorce lawyer. Paid him. He did all the paperwork for me. Went to court 90 days later after it was filed. By that time, me and my son's mom were on speaking terms. We're talking again, and we agreed on a bunch of stuff, and I told her what was going on. Got the divorce done. We're both single, and it's cool. Like, there was no issues after that. But my situation is different. I had to man up, and I had to show her that you're going to respect me because I need my son in my life just like you do. So, fellas, when y'all complain about baby mama drama or women with your baby daddy drama, figure out how to solve that problem. There's steps and processes to do it. Now, I'm running out of time on this video. I wanted to make it a little longer and talk about that. But you play the game to win. You can play the game to win without compromising yourself. If you're in a compromising situation, it's because of something you did to get yourself there. Figure out how to get yourself out. Like right now, I'm happy as I can be. I'm single, fucking all type of beautiful women. I'm in school, gonna get into a good career. I'm already making decent money. You know, the time is blinking right now, so I'm gonna cut this out. But if you watched this all the way through, thank you. If you didn't, fuck you. Either way though, man, Kev Kush is out. But I'll be back later.